Hi, I'm Dion from Eflowtion Support Services, and welcome to this EFT tapping on no contact on Christmas. Now, going no contact is not an easy decision to cut ties either with family or with relationships or friends in order to preserve oneself and their own well-being. But it's also very hard around this time of year, Christmas, when it's a time of families getting together. We see in media, it's about everyone coming together where we may have made the decision to go a separate way. And there can be a lot of emotions and feelings around this. So here's an EFT tapping for no contact on Christmas. So taking full responsibility for your own well-being and repeating after me. Let's go with that flow and let's begin to tap. Even though I've made the choice, a very hard choice, to preserve my well-being, to give myself a better chance of life. And it's Christmas time, and I've gone no contact. I have a lot of feelings about this, and definitely a lot of emotions. And I choose to love, honor, and accept myself, even though it's Christmas time, a time of coming together, of celebrating, of exchanging gifts. And I've chosen to go no contact because I've had many experiences in my life that led to this very difficult decision, and to separate myself and to go my own way. And I choose to love, honor, and accept myself, even though it's a no contact Christmas, and I have many feelings around this, and I might be panicking at this stage and wondering if I'm doing the right thing or if my choice was in my best interests or not. And I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. It's a no contact Christmas, a no contact Christmas. I chose to go no contact because all the experiences that I've had in my life, perhaps many Christmases before, weren't too festive and weren't too family orientated. They were dominated by very many negative experiences that weren't about celebrating, but more about just demonstrating all the reasons I chose to go no contact. And that was not an easy choice to make. And there are other people in my life who say it's all about family. Just give it one more chance. They're your parents. It's that time of year, that special time, perhaps a Christmas miracle. I have a lot of emotions. And I have a lot of guilt. I feel guilty for the choice that I've made of preserving myself from all these negative experiences that happened to me, all these hurtful experiences, all these experiences where I tried to bring about a miracle of hoping the other person would change in order for me to feel safe, to have this good time that is well promoted, that I have to live up to. And boy, have I had to live up to a lot in my life. And yes, they're my parents. And should I owe them that? to give in to this guilt that I'm feeling and return to situations that have repeatedly led me to make that choice of going no contact. Because it was a very hard choice to make, and a choice that I don't wish upon anyone. And that's not my Christmas wish. I could go back to my family, and I could give in to what people say to me. But is what they're saying to me aware of my situation? And were they there for me in that situation? Or is it just another line, another gimmick that I'm led to believe how intergenerational trauma happens, where nothing breaks and a cycle perpetuates, and I go back to a situation that was causing me harm that I chose to walk away from. And it's very alluring this time of year, as all these families are getting back together, and I find myself alone with my choice. There was no marching band for me, and no celebration. Nothing to signify the huge decision that I had to make to walk away from abuse, to walk away from physical harm, to walk away from emotional harm, so I could have a better chance of life. And all these people around me, they never knew, and they may have been surprised, but they weren't there for me in my needs. And I'm here for myself and my needs. And this guilt is understandable, because I've been made to feel guilty in the past in order to break down my boundaries and to have no sense of self and go back into that cycle and to be that source of supply for everyone else's needs. And I made that choice, that very difficult choice, to be here for myself, to have my own sense of self and my own quality of life that brings quality for me. And I might have a lot of shame about the decision I made and what people view of me, or what I perceive people view of me. And I'm healing through that, because I shouldn't be made to feel shame. Shame is a part of my experience, but not a weaponized thing in order to break me down and bring me back into that loop. I'm healing this trauma by breaking some cycles. It gives me my own sense of self, a presence of being, and giving myself the gift of life, where I'm no longer in service of other people's needs that couldn't do that for themselves. They're their own grown-ass adult, and I'm not there to baby them. I'm here to mature myself and grow within strength and heal the wounds that were inflicted upon me that led me to go no contact. And I might be very scared. I might feel very vulnerable. And that's understandable. as I heal and grow and get stronger in my sense of self and who I am as a person, these too will lessen. And as I process this grief of letting go of something where I had to orphan myself and go no contact, I shall grieve the loss that I had of this family that never was, and giving myself the gift of allowing this grief to process and allowing myself to heal. And in doing so, I start to seep out the toxicity. I start to get a clearer mind, a clearer sense of self, an identity that's no longer cut down by people who are sick and intent on destroying my ego. I've got a beautiful ego. All my set of experiences led me to better myself by walking away from people intent on cutting me down, who didn't like me growing too much and saw my healing as a threat. And maybe, just maybe, despite all the anger that I feel, despite all the sorrow, and despite all the negative experiences that happened to me, on this day of Christmas, I might give myself a gift of undoing the cycle. And whether I choose to or not, that will be my choice. But perhaps maybe, rather than picking up the phone and maybe receiving that same treatment, maybe in presence of mind and being, I can give a silent Merry Christmas and wish them well, so I no longer be the person sending negative thoughts and vibes and undoing a cycle for at least myself, by knowing I did my best and I tried my best and I let go, but I let go of love in my heart rather than the negativity. Because in this gift of life, this new life that I'm giving of myself, all the sacrifices that I had to make, I want to grow that love within my heart. And by setting a positive intention to people who constantly gave me negative intentions, in a quiet salute, I can say thank you, but no thank you. I'm here for me now. I'm giving myself the Christmas that I deserve. I'm giving myself the love that I deserve. And I've given myself a gift, a very difficult gift, and a very hard gift to make for myself. But that gift of no contact, I shall open it on this Christmas as I start a new life, away from all the things that I was told and all the things that I never believed in. I'm healing for myself. I'm allowing all these emotions to take place, and I'm allowing them to flow away. I'm a good person, and I'm making good choices for myself. And I definitely know all the experiences that happened to me validated this reason to go no contact. Now, I don't need to look for external validation. All those internal experiences, all those hurtful experiences were validation enough. I'm giving myself the Christmas that I deserve. I'm giving myself a new chance at life. I'm giving myself the joy and the cheer that I deserve. I'm so proud of myself. I stood against the odds, and I'm still standing. And I'm still believing in myself. And I'm such a gift to myself. And each day I grow a presence of mind and being that I'm proud of. And I'm teaching myself a new way of life and a new way of thinking. And that's a pretty good Christmas. This gift of life. And I'm following my own star towards the destiny of my choosing, rather than people making the choice for my life. It's a no contact Christmas, but I'll make contact with myself as I heal my mind and body and give myself a new sense of life in mind, body, and spirit. And taking a full breath in and out. And a Merry Christmas to you if you're watching this on Christmas Day or preluding to Christmas or after Christmas. You deserve your chance of a new life. You deserve something that is more than what you came from and more than what you were told you were. And you deserve also to grow into who you choose to be and make the choices in life. Try, fail, pick yourself up again, and keep on going through this life. And along the way, even though we may feel lonely in this time, we're healing and grieving and growing stronger, so we feel more connected with ourselves, and maybe in doing so we may feel more connected with others as we get a better sense of security within ourselves. So I'm Dion from Eflowtion Support Services for EFT Tapping 1-on-1 online, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.